Hey guys, Mr. B here again, finding out my students really forget how to graph lines. So I teach grade 10, 11, and 12 math, and grade 11 and 12 advanced, and one of the things that you absolutely need to know when you get into grade 11 and 12, or sometimes even grade 10 you absolutely need to know it, is how to graph a line. And a lot of times when you're in grade 10, you'll probably learn about, y equals mx plus b, which is slope-intercept form. You'll probably learn about y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus 1, which is slope-point form, which a lot of my students really like. And then the least favorite, general form. So general form is by far the most annoying. But let me get back to my point. If you want to do advanced math, or really high school math in general, you really need to have an understanding of how to graph a line. There's so many things that we could do by graphing a line. You do absolute value functions, reciprocal functions, systems of equations. So many different things that come from just the ability to graph a line well. So when I tell my students, everyone sort of seems a lot of times get wrapped up in this idea of graphing a line. All you need to do to graph a line is find 2 points. That's all you need. Doesn't matter what points they are. You can literally find any 2 points in order to get an amazing graph of a line. Now the best 2 points to find are the x-intercept and the y-intercept. That's the points that when I am set and when I have to graph a line, that's what I find. If I need a good graph, this is what I find, the x-intercept and the y-intercept. So depending on what form, it might be easy. Like if it's y equals mx plus b, it's really easy. Even general form, it's easy to find the x and y-intercept. You know, there's a little bit of work here to do it with this guy, but it's still not overly difficult. So this slope point form. So that's the best way to graph a line. So let me give you an example. Teacher gives you y is equal to 5x plus 4, and you're on a test and you gotta graph this guy. And sometimes teacher will say graph using the slope and y-intercept. But if your teacher just says graph this, doesn't matter what method you use. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm breaking out a table. So I'm going to choose x0, y0. So I just need to find these 2 points. So my x0 is easy. It's always just this guy. It's 4. The y0 requires a little bit more work. 0 is equal to 5x plus 4. Subtract 4 from both sides. Subtract 4. Then I got negative 4 is equal to 5x. Divide both sides by 5. Then I get x is equal to negative 5 over 4, which is negative 0.8. So there it is. There's my x-intercept and my y-intercept. So the reason why I like these, because really those are the 2 most important points on a linear function. So you can see my y-intercept is 4. My x-intercept down here 0.8 somewhere, so let's call that 1. Let's call that 4. Just a little sketch, guys. And that's my graph. Does not look like that. Looks like this. There it is right there. So I shagged it up, but that's alright. So, and the reason why I knew I shagged it up is positive slope should go up and to the right. So that's when I drew that. I knew I messed it up. So I forgot it was negative 0.8. That's why I made a mistake. Alright, so it just looks like that. Now, of course, on a test, you take your time, use a ruler to make sure this is an accurate scale. Your teacher will probably give you something to put there anyway. So, I mean, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But the point I'm making is that you need to know how to graph a line. And if you're stuck, if you can't remember slope-intercept form, if you can't remember all the nuances of each one of these forms, get 2 points. Any 2 points. Doesn't have to be the x and y-intercept. That's the point that I like. But it could be any 2 points. So guys, I hope this helps. I know you're probably saying, you know, why do I need to know how to graph a line? You just do. You do. Because math is awesome and you'll use it eventually. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully this spreads a little butter on your math toolbox. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in class. Thank you.